Alright, now I'm gonna do a little video about the the maskers in today's society. I'd like for masker to be a derogatory term, other than it seems like anti-masker was, but at this point I'm proud to be an anti-masker. 100%. I am embarrassed that I ever thought that, oh yeah, let me just make other people a little more comfortable. Let's just wear a mask for all these ugly mutants, basically, that want to enforce their will on you. All right. It's about control. These people didn't have any control before, okay? They didn't have any control. They're just some, unhealthy, overweight person who doesn't care clearly about their health at all, okay? So yeah, that's how I started out, when COVID was first going on. I went out and I gave in to the whole, oh, you gotta wear your mask and stuff. I just had a buff or whatever, I just slip it up easy enough. But it turns out it was all a lie. It was all a complete lie. And there are still people wearing masks out there, and I make a special point, or I have in the past, and I see all these people masking in the grocery store and stuff like that. I try to just smile at them and look them in the eyes and maybe try to get them to realize that, look, I'm free. Look, I'm free. But, it turns out that these people really don't want to be saved. They want to, believe the whole COVID scam narrative, and make you believe it as well. And it's disgusting, okay? If you're so scared of COVID, right, you should stay home. Stay home. We don't want to see you. You won't be missed. Okay? Yeah, that's about it. And I was discussing, it's kind of like that thing in medieval times where they would, someone who committed a crime, they'd put them in a iron mask. These people are doing that to themselves. And most of them, it's clear they don't care at all about their health. Just by looking at them, they're just deformed. They're deformed, and they're some sort of genetic abomination. Basically, it's disgusting, and yeah. Let's see, what else about masks? If it happened today, I wouldn't go anywhere they required a mask. I wouldn't go anywhere at all. I would never give my money, my time, to anyone that wanted to force a mask on me. And I'll never wear a mask again. It was all fake. And, I think I've gotten COVID more than once, but I've only tested myself once, and I tested positive. And I got it from, my brother, who was, all boosted and vaxxed. So my whole family is boosted and vaxxed. And wasn't even bad. It wasn't even bad. And I've smoked for a while. I have smoked for a while. And, wasn't even that bad. wasn't even that bad. So, the most thing I was worried about was just giving it to other people, I don't want to go out and be sick in public. I don't think anybody should want to do that necessarily. But, yeah, the news the whole time, sponsored by Pfizer, you gotta get your shot, you gotta get your booster, and all these mindless lemmings putting, the current thing on their profile picture. They're just agents of the state, and they don't even realize it. Before it was cool to be anti-big business, anti-pharmaceutical companies. These pharmaceutical companies are literally evil. They're evil, and they don't care at all about you. And it's the most cringiest thing I've ever seen. People having their picture with their mask on. I can't even fathom. You can't see your face. What's the point of even having your picture taken? Oh, I know what it is. It's to show everybody else that you're wearing a mask. Oh, I got my booster. Check this out. You look like a freaking idiot. So yeah, I wish I could have, warned my family at the very least about all this, but at this point, my family, I don't see any of them getting another booster or anything like that. They're hopefully, it's normal that, yeah, these things didn't work at all. They didn't work at all. And all these people are like, oh yeah, it would have been much worse if I wasn't boosted and vaccinated. You have no idea, because you're boosted and vaccinated. You have no idea. I wasn't. I never gave into all that. Okay? And I never will. The government offers you a shot and tells you have to take a shot. The government offers you anything. Reject it. Reject it. Don't take it. You'll have to fucking kill me, okay, before you give me a shot, alright? Anything that goes into my body, it's my choice, okay? So yeah, my body, my choice. That's about it. I have a choice whether to get vaccinated or not. And, it's just proven that these pharmaceutical companies are after money, are after power. That's all that this whole government is about, whether you're a Republican or Democrat. All they want is money and power. And, I think it would be cool to have a bunch of money someday. I can manifest that, maybe. But I don't want power over anybody. I don't feel the need to virtue signal or whatever. And these maskers should be shamed, They should be publicly shamed, I think. And, it was a lie. NBC recently came out with this thing where it said that natural immunity is actually just as good as having these shots. 3 years after they started to tell you that, no, it's not as, you have no idea about natural immunity. We all knew, okay, you get COVID, you're probably not going to get it as severe again, okay? If you have COVID, why would you ever get a less effective vaccine? And all these things we weren't even allowed to talk about and mention. And now 3 years later, they're coming out with these things where, oh, natural immunity is just as good. Oh, well, there are side effects from these shots that we were all forced to take. If you don't think losing your job over not getting a vax is a choice, that's not much of a choice, okay? But, yeah, it's all a lie. And, quit trying to make these people feel comfortable. Make them feel uncomfortable. Okay? If they're scared about COVID, they stay home. It's not my responsibility. You stay home. You stay home. You collect money from the government. I'm going out and I'm going to work if I want to. I'm going to go to a store. And, and you know, most of these big names in, you know, society just basically fed into the whole thing, and it's disgusting. You think about, you know, the band Fish or whatever. They required your Vax Pass and stuff like that. That's not stuff that you can forgive. I'm not going to forgive that, you know. People want your your private medical information for you to get and go see music. That is crazy. And, yeah, I didn't feed into any of it, and I feel good, you know. I'm way healthier than any of these people trying to push a vaccine on you, you know, try to isolate you from society. You can't go do anything unless you have a vaccine card, basically, and it's disgusting. So reject it at all costs. Reject it. They tell you you can't go to the grocery store, find another grocery store. You can't find a grocery store, grow your own food. Don't give them your money or time. All right, that's about it.